Hey, what is up, you guys? Tom is back with another Linson's video. Today I have a fragrance from Fragrance World, but before we get into that, just want to say thank you guys again. It is an honor to be playing on one of those electronic devices, whether it's that cell phone, that tablet, that laptop, that Macintosh, that brand new big screen TV, whether you watch me at home, at work, on a plane, a train, or an automobile. However and wherever you watch me, it is an honor. If you guys are new to this channel, you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, comment, and like. Likes are very, very important. Before I even get into this fragrance, I just want to wish all the mothers out there, if you guys are actually watching, some mothers might be watching me, I don't know. If you guys are a mother, maybe you're a mother-to-be. Maybe you are right now in that bed, giving birth to your first ever baby. Happy Mother's Day to all. Happy Mother's Day to my mom. Happy Mother's Day to my wife. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers or women who have taken part in raising me to become the man that I am today. So happy Mother's Day to all. And with that being said, let's finally get into this fragrance. Now, Fragrance World, you know, when it comes to certain Middle Eastern fragrance houses, there are a few that just, man, the quality is usually pretty good. Fragrance, the presentation, everything usually is pretty good. And Fragrance World is usually one of them. Now, the one thing about these Middle Easterns that is pretty funny to me is that when they are cloning something, you know, especially the ones that really have no shame in letting you know what they're cloning, okay? For instance, we got this Maison Alhambra at the Tux, okay? You guys already know what this is cloning, okay? Tuxedo, YSL, okay? But they just say the Tux, okay? They don't want to go Tuxedo, you know, but there's no shame in the game on this one, okay? You know, you got Fragrance World making clones of Spice Bomb, and then they just call it Spice Grenade. Or, you know, maybe they make a clone of 1 million, and they just call it 1 trillion. It's like, there's no shame in these Middle Easterns letting you know that they are cloning something, and this is no different. This one is probably cloning the same thing, I'm assuming, just by the name, and I'm hoping this fragrance suits me. I hope it suits this weather that we have. Goodness gracious, it's almost June and it's like 55 degrees out here today. Feels good, especially when you're coming from some high heat like Florida, but still, this might suit this weather. And by the way, it's called Suits. Fragrance World Suits. And I'm assuming this is cloning the Tuxedo. And, you know, once one of these Middle Easterns come out with, like, you know, something like this, then, you know, all of them kind of follow suit. So, Maison Alhambra, good job. Now, when it comes between Maison Alhambra and Fragrance World, I usually think I'd have to give the nod to Fragrance World a little bit as far as, like, the overall performance, everything else. I mean, presentation, they're usually pretty much both a tie, pretty much, but I think overall performance, longevity, and stuff, I'd have to give it to Fragrance World. But, again, one thing I like about Maison Alhambra is that they start coming out, sometimes they start coming out with these clones like right away. Like if they see something that's selling, they get right on top of it and they get out there. So I know Maison Alhambra also has a Sauvage Elixir. Fragrance World has a Sauvage Elixir. So maybe I'll get the Maison Alhambra's version and then we'll get to that. By the way, you guys may be asking yourself, why the hell does this guy have white nail polish on his hands? By the way, I just got back from a cruise. So when I say this cool weather feels great, feels great because I was out on that boat where it was like 95 degrees every single day, okay? So, anyways, I decided to, the last day of the cruise, decided to get a manicure, something I've never had done. And, you know, when they're like, pick out nail polish, I was like, man, let's just go all out. Let's just get a color. I don't care what the hell. Just give me white. I didn't realize the white would look so white because, you know, I mean, I started getting a little tan, you know, you guys, you know, and then you get that white. It kind of looks good when you got those tanned hands and you get that white. Apparently not on me. Okay, so that is what that is here for. I'm going to let these air all the way out. I'm going to let them chip. I'm going to let them crack. So if you see that on me, that is that. So let's finally get into this fragrance. Enough about that shoot. Anyways, here we go. Suits. Again, they are not hiding the fact that they are cloning this Tux. And obviously they both almost look similar. This one's just a little thicker, but look at the bottles. Even got that same like ribbed cap. It's got like that texture on it. Same exact top. Look at that. I mean, Let me see if I can even switch these around once and see if it would work. Yeah, see, you can pretty much switch the caps and they're going to fit fine on both of these, okay? So, everything pretty much looks the same. This one's just a little thicker, and this one is like that. And I think this one is probably a little bit closer to what the real thing looks like, okay? So, this one's a little thicker, but then you got the sticker. Both of them got that sticker, and that is it. So, when it comes to the color of the juice, I would say this one looks more a little orange, like that ambery color. This one looks more on the yellow orange. This one's more on the darker orange, okay? So you look at the color. I mean, the camera's not really doing it justice, but there you go. So anyways, let's just get in here. Again, man, it's been a while since I've done the video on the Tux, and honestly, I don't want to go over all the dang, the notes and stuff like that. We're just going to see if this stuff smells great, okay? Obviously, it's a clone of Tuxedo, and if it gets close, okay, it gets close. But the overall thing is, does it smell good, okay? So that's the main important thing, okay? Like, even if you didn't know this, honestly, I'll give the cap, the sprayer, the notch on this. Ooh. That is nice. That is nice. Up in the air, man. This stuff is magical already, and I was so thankful for this this weather. Be nice and breezy out here doing this video. I knew to come outside because I said, man, with a breeze, a fragrance like this needs that breeze, needs that outdoor elements to really shine at its highest, and that's where this fragrance actually, I believe, does its most magical stuff. In this nice breeze, cool weather, 40, 50, 60 degrees, somewhere around there. 75 as well if it's like nighttime. Because again, you guys already know this is a date night fragrance. Okay, let's get closer. Honestly, let's spray this over here. You guys already know what the hell Tuxedo smells like, okay? The sprayer on suits is actually much better. It's actually a pressure sensitive, wide distribution. This is kind of a thinner distribution. Both smell really great in the air. Both of them is doing its thing pretty much in this air. Let's get closer. Inspector Gadget. Let's see. There are some slight differences, okay? Honestly, they both smell good. Honestly, if you had both of them, you would notice a few little bit of differences, okay? This one kind of comes off more of that fruity, sensual, vanilla-ish. This goes more to that, almost more of that, right away, that vanilla, that luxurious. This one has a little bit of that fruitiness first. I'm starting to get a little vanilla in here. This has more of, it's hard to describe these fragrances, okay? Especially without, again, knowing the notes, okay? You know, I've always told you guys, I'm not a fragrance aficionado. I'm a fragrance collector, fragrance lover, okay? Fragrance lover and fragrance enthusiast aficionado, much different, okay? Fragrance aficionado can tell you everything about a fragrance that you want to know, okay? All I can tell you is what I'm smelling, if I like it, if it's a great buy, okay? This one has more of that kind of, it's almost like leathery, earthy, creamy vanilla. This one has more of that fruity vanilla, creamy. Honestly, again, I haven't smelled the real Tuxedo, so I can't tell you which one is closer. However, what I can tell you is that if you had to get either one of these, I would go with this one actually. And that is not prisoner of the moment type thing, okay? I'm just going off of that initial blast, that initial smell. The potency of this fragrance, I think, is stronger on this one. Again, when I first sprayed it, it took me a couple little seconds, but then when I got that nice breeze, and that breeze hit, and that fragrance, that scent just hit me, wow, this stuff smells great. Now, that is not taking anything away from this guy. This guy definitely smells great as well. It's almost like the Suits is a little bit more toned back. This one is a little bit more on the darker side of things, if I had to say anything like that. Like, this gets more to the dark point and stuff. This is more on the softer, fruity side of things. They kind of got their similarities, similarities, and then a few differences that set them apart. But if you had to get one Tuxedo clone, okay? If you don't got the money to get the real Tuxedo, okay? Obviously, you can get both of these and you're still not spending the same on the real Tuxedo, okay? But if I had to pick just one, I'm actually going to go with the Suits. The Suits, I like that fruitiness, that fruity kind of fruity, almost leathery vanilla scent, which is very nice. This one kind of just goes in the darker side of things right away, almost like that leathery vanilla. The fruits are not really that much. This one has more of like that fresh fruit, leathery vanilla. This one is more just going dark, straight to that leathery, that darker side of things, that vanilla. Honestly, they're both great, but I'm gonna have to go with this one. If you guys need that one clone, okay, that one that you really need, okay, I'm actually going to go with this one. I like the fruity side of things on this one. A little bit, it's slightly fresher in my opinion than the Tux. Yes, I'm going to have to go with this one. This Suits. This one suits me just a little bit more than the Tux. Okay? So with that being said, hey, they both smell amazing, okay? If you can't get the Suits and you can only get the Tux, get the Tux. They're both pretty much a nice price right now, and I actually got this from my guy out there in California. Man, you guys already know you can shop with him with confidence, because I've been shopping with him with confidence for the last 2 to 3 years. Okay, again, I live in Wisconsin, he lives in California. He's been getting that to me fast since day one. So you guys can go shop with him with confidence. You can shop with pretty much anyone listed down below with confidence. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Happy Mother's Day again, you guys. And until then, I'll see you next time. Peace. Bye.